pretty good. All right. Yeah, I think I agree with you in both turn and river there. But I just love me a check.
Turn is certainly more questionable in my opinion. Like there are, but I think river just potting it seems
The
good.
turn is just such a wank spot to ever get any
Yeah.
value, which is why I kind of like your spot of just like your idea of just going really small.
Oh, this is interesting. So there's a limp.
Okay, so there's a limp. Give me a sec. No.
Is it empty?
I think so, but I'm busy. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is why it becomes an interesting spot. Because this guy goes for the full 3x.
And this guy's like 30 blinds deep.
Yeah.
Oh, not even that.
Oh, actually, no, it's like 20.
Oh, I hate this spot. I don't like it.
I think it's a pretty fucked spot as well.
I really don't like it. I don't know what to do. No, genuinely no idea what to do.
Good. I just mucked.
Did you muck?
I just mucked, yeah.
I mean, I can definitely understand it. That's a very strong raise. But I
Man.
don't like folding 8 straight.
This Lubin says, "Ugh, this A8 spot. All our options suck." Yeah, basically, like
Yeah.
how
Yeah, it's a
we.
horrific spot.
I mean, that's why I just mucked because it can't be. I mean, maybe 3-bet small call is not that bad.
Yeah. I mean, in a bounty, this is why I play bounty tournaments. You can just
Because here it's just like, whee! Yeah, just put it in.
we get it in.
Yep.
You can 3-bet stack with like 5s there in a bounty tournament.
Fair enough. Okay, I think we're all just going to agree just not to run into the spot in future.
I can understand that fold though, but
Well, I think flatting is...
flatting seems okay.
One of the things about flatting is that I guess the limper's going to call a lot.
Yeah,
And we might have implied odds this is him.
but then there are 4 players behind, not counting him,
Yeah, that's true.
and very occasionally we do get limp raised.
Yeah, that's another concern. I think I can get behind maybe 3-betting small, calling it off. But even then, like
Yeah,
this
I
range
can
is
get
probably going to
behind
be.
that, but the thing is, you're never going to get it in very good.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think folding seems
Yep.
reasonable.
All right, I'm pretty happy with that myself. Let's just. Oh, we don't get to see, but he did have a limp raising hand. So.
Oh wow, that's nutted. That's so nutted.
This is not a bounty
Good fold,
tournament.
Adam.
Aaron,
Good fold.
This is not a bounty tournament, Aaron. All right, with 2.5x the button here with 7-6 off. This is a bit cheeky.
I like the open. It's good.
Yep. All right. Good. I wasn't
Definitely
sure looking
bottom
back
of
if it's-
range.
Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't go any loose in that.
I think you could have done it a bit smaller. 2.25x seems
I
fine.
like going bigger on the button because
Yeah,
think we
I
get
know you're quite an
proportionally-
advocate of it.
Yeah.
But I just want to raise more hands on the button, so I go small.
Instead, fair enough.
People are quite inelastic as well, especially in Zoom tournaments. The small blind's going to have
Fair
fast fold
enough.
dicks
I
on a lot. So.
yeah, maybe. I think that we do get like proportionally quite a lot more folds when we go even slightly bigger, in my experience. But that might be wrong. Might have a look at it. All right,
Yeah,
so
look in your PT4 sample. Actually, that could be quite interesting to see.
for sure, yeah. All right, so king queen off. We open the hijack and get called by the button.
Bad flop.
Pretty bad flop, yeah. So, do you think this is a? I mean, we still definitely have a range advantage, right? Like,
Ever
still-
so slight. Yeah.
do you think it's really like not that big?
Yeah.
I mean, right, okay. Okay, I mean, I think looking at this now, I think I would third everything this board.
I would just check fold this combo.
I mean, this is one of the absolute worst combos that we have, yeah.
Yeah. This is terrible.
Even then, we still have
Actually, I mean,
overcards.
you know, you block the Queen 10 of clubs and King 10 of spades, but
I
no, it's not very relevant.
Man, I think this spot is so weird. Like, I think there's definitely a decent amount of merit to third potting everything.
I mean, there's certainly merit to it, but I just think that. I mean, it's a hand where if you do bet the flop and you get called, you're just check folding basically every turn, unless it's a king, queen, or jack, or I guess an ace.
Or a 9. Not even a 9,
Yeah, but
probably.
even a 9 is
Yeah,
pretty bad.
fair enough. Anyway, we do get the check back bang out the king, which is pretty good. I think check folding seems okay with hands like this as well, though.
Yeah.
All right. King on the turn, clearly value betting, I think.
Yep.
We decided to go small.
I was thinking go big, but there was certainly going small can't. I mean, it's pretty good as well.
So
I guess actually small is better.
it's another thing where like it's kind of hard to get value. I think firstly because we are like pretty well perceived to have a king a lot here,
Yeah. So you want to do a lot of betting.
so we would do a
that's
lot of betting, which makes us want
one
to go
case
small.
for a small size. Also, all the like high equity hands they would have, like the flush draws, they're probably going to bet the flops. So
Yeah, exactly.
you don't need to go that big. So yeah, I like small.
Okay. Like we definitely get the max value from a king if we go big, but
You can just size up on the river against a king.
that's my thoughts exactly. So we go pretty big on the river here and get called,
Yeah, I like it.
and we chop it up.
King queen as well. Yeah, I mean that's going to happen quite a chunk of the time, but
Yeah, but yeah. All right, pretty happy with that. All right, we get a limp here and we get to check 6 deuce off.
always nice.
He checks back flop 9. I think we're just
Were you going to check raise this on the flop?
probably not.
Okay.
It definitely doesn't seem like a terrible candidate too.
It's a good candidate too. I just don't think you see enough folds in this
Yeah.
tournament.
I agree. Or at least not enough bet folds, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, exactly.
for sure. I did decide to check the turn. I really think we should just stab here.
What hands do you think you should be stabbing here?
Like a lot of our, just a lot of our straight draws and flush draw combos. I know that's a
When
lot
you say a lot
of
of them,
combos.
which ones? Because there are a lot of them, and that's the
I
problem.
mean, I think, but you know, when he just checks back flop, like, I think we can just get away with it. Honestly,
yeah, probably.
yeah, that's my thoughts. Like, I think in real time, I probably thought, oh, we can't stab all of them. This is one of the worst. Let's check this one.
Like in theory, you can't stab all of them, but
Yeah, but in
against
practice,
someone in $11 Zoom, you can probably stab most of them. Yeah.
yeah, pretty rough river.
Oh yeah. That's like a really bad river.
I was considering. I
Wow.
mean, I think if he goes like 100, maybe we just bomb it, but
He goes 900.
but not when he goes 900. I don't think. No. I don't think so.
Just get out of there next hand.
Yeah, and just move on to kings. Yeah. One thing I will say is have all of the hands up to the final table, but I don't know where the money bubble is.
Okay, right.
So
So no ICM talk.
not really. I can probably estimate it, but
Alright.
I don't really think that. Basically, we're a big stack the whole way through, so I don't think it comes into it.
That's
that
quite
much.
simple then.
Yeah, I don't think it
Just
comes into it
raise.
that much. All right, so pretty easy raise kings. Queen A8, which is obviously a rather good flop.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're a check everything guy in these multi-way pots. I don't know if you've been converted to that school of thinking.
I tend to mix this with kings. Sometimes bet, sometimes check.
That seems reasonable.
Check everything is certainly a reasonable strategy, but you do get a lot of value by betting as well.
I mean, with kings here, we just have one of the like absolute best hands with which to get value, right?
yeah.
Other than like 9-8 suited, obviously. Like I think
queens.
I think I would be pretty unbalanced here actually, and just like always
Yeah,
bet an
I,
eight.
I definitely would be.
Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable.
The main problem here is that the big blind does have a lot of 8x.
But at 2 SPR, we just like
I
don't
mean,
worry about that. At
you're,
all.
you're still fist bump stacking off against
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
But that's certainly an argument for checking everything. But a lot of good things do happen when you bet here as well.
Well, we have exactly kings, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I decided to check just because I'm pretty converted to checking everything on virtually every
Yeah,
board.
checking definitely seems
But
good.
betting this seems okay as well, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have a pretty easy.
I'm
check
more
call.
inclined to bet kings and check a hand like ace queen.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree with that. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
So you just check call.
Yep.
Thoughts on check raising?
I think it's too much of an overplay.
Do you not see people stack off with queen x there a ton in these tournaments? And there's not much 8x in
Maybe,
his range anyway.
But I also see them just stacking off future streets with the queen a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly agree there.
Like I just think that we have to maximize value against all the Jack 10, Jack 9, 10 9 that
Okay,
he can
yeah,
have.
that's certainly reasonable. I do worry though that they're just going to check back the turn once we check call flop,
Like,
and then you miss out on
There's-
value and you let them realize.
well, they only have a gutty against us, right?
yeah, but still,
And there's still the river.
a gut shot on the flop is like 18%.
Like they probably don't just triple it off with a lot of those hands for sure.
and
but-
that's kind of why I think check raising can be pretty good.
So if we check raise, we stack a queen pretty often, right?
Yeah.
But we only get one from the gutties, and they're like air hands, right?
I think you usually
Whereas
only
if
get
we
one
check
person.
call, we mostly get 2 streets from both queen x and the gutties stuff.
You really think Jack 10 is going to bet turn or river if you check
Yeah.
call here?
Yeah.
See, I disagree there.
I
just
don't
think-
see people just checking down Jack 10 on a break river here.
I mean, some people bluff it for sure.
Mm.
But it's a really bad hand to bluff, and they have very little fold equity. And even bad players know once you check call on Queen 8-8, they just know that you have
Yeah, I just
something,
have something that
you know?
I'm just not very folding very much. Okay, yeah, seems reasonable. I think the EV
I
difference is
don't
probably
think check
pretty-
calling is bad, but I think check
Check
raising
raising is
certainly
slightly
has
better.
a lot of merits to it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, it's worth at least considering for future, yeah. For sure. All right, as played though, Jack
On the
River.
river.
That's
That's a very interesting river
It
card.
is, isn't it? It is. I think we have to bet.
Yeah, I agree.
I think there's too much chance of a queen checking back, and we can get value from Jack X sometimes.
Yeah, what's your instinct on sizing?
Probably just like a 1.2 size.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we sort of want to go small so we can get paid by Jack X, but not so small that we lose value from Queen X.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah. But yeah, we do find the check somehow, and he does just check with Queen 10. Oof. So yeah,
Miss out on some value there.
so definitely missed quite a lot of value. Yeah. Yeah, definitely think we should at least bet the river if we don't check raise flop.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right.
There's too much Jack X that's going to check behind, and even some Queen X that will check behind.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Here, Ace 10 off. Get called by the big blind. Pretty good flop.
Yeah, pretty good flop. Yeah.
Pretty good flop. So we're obviously betting.
Yeah, this is a third everything spot.
You think?
Against the big blind, yeah.
I mean, they do just have a lot of air, but
This is very different to the spot against the small blind earlier. Because the big blind has like the 7-8 off.
yeah, I guess if we had like pocket fours, we would want a third. Fair enough. That seems reasonable.
And I mean, if you are going to have a big bet range, then ace 10 is like the nut hand to include in there.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think third everything's pretty good.
Yeah, I think anything but checking back is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
People
what this
watching the
was.
stream, never check back flop
This
straights
this
like
does
this.
not seem good. No, this seems terrible. I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, I can't really see much merit to checking back flop then.
No, I
At
don't
all.
see any merit to
Yeah,
it.
I think it's really bad. We do find a bet on the turn though.
Yeah, I mean, if you check back the turn.
Aerostream says, "What sizing did you say you'd make the flop C bet?" We sort of
Wait, for which hand?
for this hand, I assume. Aerostreams is all about.
I would go about 180.
Yeah, so
Like
definitely seems
30%.
okay to third everything. I think I prefer polarizing on this board because I think we have a lot of quite happy checks, and all of his like air is pretty dead to a lot of our range. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I mean that's it's a definitely
I
reasonable.
don't think either strat can be a bad strategy though. But yeah, if we're gonna polarize, then we have to bet ace 10 every time.
I mean, you have to bet ace 10 every time either way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. But yeah, we do find a bet on the turn. Yeah, again, just polarizing size. This whole hand is just fucked because we checked flops for some reason. So yeah, silly me. Moving quickly on. Easy ISO here with the ace queen off. Do you think this sizing's too big or about right?
Hang on, waiting for 650. How deep are we? So, I think you could get away with a bit smaller, but I think it's fine. I mean, you certainly get a lot of value. So,
Yeah, fair enough.
and you're very deep. So,
But like 50 deep, yeah. So.
I tend to go about 550 there. But 600, 650, they both seem like very good sizes
Yeah,
as well.
this seems fine. All right, open up the ace 9 suited. 6 4 3. We're just checking all of our trash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, including this hand. I think pretty clearly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't exactly think this is going to smash the button range,
No, it's not.
but
Like, it only really hits 6s, 4s, 3s, 5s, 7s.
yeah, I don't know. Like when I say that, it sounds like a third but everything kind of spot. Like why do we not third everything here? I'm trying to think of the reason.
Because you're going to get floated very wide. I think this works. You can third everything in position. I don't know. Out of position, I do a hell of a lot less c betting.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense for sure. I really don't know about this spot.
I especially do see like, I mean, I guess you don't, but in low stakes stuff, I see people float like king queen here, and
Yeah,
you
I can't really say I've
don't want
experienced
that.
that, but
I mean,
that is clearly bad for sure.
sometimes they just check it down. Quite often they'll
Yeah,
bet.
yeah, that helps for sure. Yeah, I do think we just get like played back at a decent chunk.
I actually played a hand in, I think it was the 22 Bounty Builder a few weeks ago, where it was the exact same flop,
Yeah.
6-4-3, and similar positions, and I just went crazy and triple barreled Ace Jack as a bluff, and I got called down by 10-9. It was a dry run out, and he just called me down with 10
No, I
high.
saw this. Jeez. Anyway.
So yeah, people do weird stuff.
The thing about checking hands like this is we just check fold so much.
Yeah, this hand really sucks to check fold.
I think I like third. I think I've talked myself into third and everything on this board, honestly. Like, I know we get floated a bunch, but like, that's not that bad because we still have all the overpairs.
It's definitely a spot I want to look more into.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm confusing myself.
I think I've confused myself on that as well.
Like third everything seems good. I'm just not sure how good.
I mean, I know the reason we check that spot a lot in the in like cash is because the button flatting range is pretty strong.
Yeah.
And just it has a lot of overpairs.
Because I see merits to both and drawbacks to both, and I'm just not sure which one's bigger.
Yeah, we're just going to move on, I think.
Yeah.
All right. 8 here versus this stack size.
How deep's the big blind? Oh, this is awkward.
This is very awkward. I really, really don't know what range we are 3-betting here.
Alright, so
like
jamming cannot be bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I agree.
I'm just trying to figure out if calling. I don't really like the idea of 3-bet call.
No, I don't think that looks great either.
So I think flat is probably slightly better than jam.
But it's at least close, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I like the flat. You can just play the hand.
Yep.
Oh, that's an interesting flop.
It's a weird flop in it, yeah. Yeah. All right.
Oh no. I was really hoping he'd bet big.
He goes for the third.
Just like confidently fold.
I mean, we definitely cannot fold here.
Yeah, I think this is a hand where you can peel flop and then check raise all in on some turns.
Particularly the 10 of spades.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Thoughts to check raising flop?
I'm not a massive fan because like if you check raise small and get jammed on, you have to fold. And if you check jam, you only get called by hands which have like your equity isn't great. So
yeah, I think it's more just like that we just like yeah, I think we're too short to do it. I think if we were like 100 big blinds deep, we could maybe throw this in as a spicy check raise sometimes.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I tend to
stack
agree.
depth makes it not great. 3 of clubs, okay.
What do you think about jamming this spot? I think I kind of like it. Like,
well, okay. The question here I have is how often do you think they have like ace king, ace queen with a spade and continue to bet this turn?
reasonably often.
Because if you think they have those hands and they're going to bet fold, then jamming seems really good.
Well, my other consideration was like trying to get people to fold, like to bet fold, like ace jack of hearts, queens no spade, kings no spade.
I mean, yeah, certainly the like one pair, the strong pairs which don't have spades, that's really good. But a lot of those are going to check turn, and they're going to lean towards betting like ace jack with the ace of spades.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how much I like jamming.
Fair enough. We do find the fold in real time.
Yeah.
We're also
Folding
just like
seems-
stone dead quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
King 10 of spades. and
Literally
you're
just
dead.
drawing to an offsuit 10 sometimes, yeah. Nice, yeah. Alright. Interesting one, that one, though. For sure. Overcalling here, 9-3 suited. I mean, just given the odds, it can't be that bad, right?
Yeah, this seems fine.
10-9-6. And it checks through. King 10. I mean, we're just mucking this, surely, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Pretty nothing hand there.
Yeah, you're stuck in the middle. You have very poor equity. Just put it in the bin.
Like it was every turn, every river we're just like mucking. Yeah, yeah, pretty easy. All right.
Except tonight.
I guess I was concerned about whether this was too loose, but it doesn't look too loose at all.
No,
Yeah, this
this
is
is fine.
completely fine. Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
7-6 of hearts. I think this is too loose given how short the big blind is, but I don't know what you think.
I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's fine.
With the big blind being shorter, do you not want to raise quite a bit tighter because of the threat of a stop and go?
Wait, so take back before the button flatted here. Let's do some maths. So what's the SPR going to be after big blind defends?
The SPR is going to be...
So he's going to put in 187. So there's going to be just below 1,000.
It's going to be like 880.
Yeah, I just don't think you get stop and go that often.
Fair enough. You think it's just a bit too big?
Yeah.
A bit too big for that. Fair enough.
And I don't think you get jammed on that often either.
Hmm.
So I think it's okay. I think this opens fine.
Fair enough.
It's on the loose side, but...
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Oh, wow, what a flop.
What a flop, yeah. Alright. I think I know what I do here because I know myself too well. But, this is like almost exactly the same spot as...
Yeah,
that
yeah,
hand
it's,
before,
it's pretty much identical.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm guessing... Wait, do you just third pot or
Nah, we go for the check raise, I'm pretty sure.
check raise? Okay.
Yeah. Which with this exact combo can't be that bad, I
It's-
don't think.
Yeah,
but
I mean, check raising this seems great.
it's more of an overall strategy thing. For sure, yeah.
I also quite like check raising like ace and king too.
What, like, really?
Yeah.
Just to get people to bet fold, like,
Yeah,
Jack
people are
ten
going to do a
spades or
ton of
something.
betting in position here, so check raising this a ton seems alright.
yeah. That's probably my logic behind check raising 6-7.
Check raise size seems okay. Yeah.
Well, we just have to set up jam turn, and it does.
I'm
that
just
for
wondering
us.
whether you could go like 16, 1700 instead, but I don't think it makes much
It's
of a
not that
difference.
much of a difference for sure. Yeah.
And you just rip the
Yeah,
turn,
we just
right?
rip the turn, get called. What a great river, but somehow he just has king jack off.
See,
So
this,
yeah.
this is like the 10-9 hand I was
So yeah,
talking about earlier.
pretty good
They
check
just call
raise.
you
Yeah,
down.
yeah. All right, I guess I'm just gonna check raise a ton on these spots. Good shit, good shit. All right.
I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty
That guy
good.
is my hero.
What a hero. We need that guy's name. Nay 30.
Nay, nay.
There it is. There it is, boys. All right.
I think James means he likes check raise 100% here. I do love
I
good
mean,
check raise. So I can't
Check raising a
argue
ton
with that.
there seems pretty good. Yeah.
Just
as
check jam
evidence.
everything.
Louis Bins, still no idea what I'd do with eights on the turn. Think I'd call and pray for a give up. Only issue is you start to be dead more often instead of live with either draw or pair. Check.
I don't think calling and praying for a
Call,
give up is
pray for a
very
give
good.
up doesn't seem very good. No, I really don't think so. Yeah. Alright, so we're...
The more I think about that 8's hand, the more I like just mucking the turn.
Yeah, I think I
Not,
agree.
not overthinking it.
I
Just,
think I agree. Yeah. All right, here we get 3-bet. Yeah, this is another spot where we just like probably snap folded facing the.
Yeah. I mean, I still think it's a fold, even if you
It is
see the
quite.
overcall.
It is quite large.
Yeah,
and it's just a pretty
big size.
Rio-
Your hand's dominated a
It's a
ton.
pretty Rio hand. Yeah.
Doesn't flop very well. In the bin.
Fair enough. Apart from this time, well, you mix a 7 to our 4-bet range. Nah. Nah, I don't think so.
No.
All right.
That's such a Rohan comment.
Isn't it? Oh, we must be pretty near the money now, by the way.
Okay.
We must be, yeah. But I don't know exactly how much. All right, so we obviously go for the 3-bet with the ace king. Sizing seem all right?
Yeah.
Yep. Get the call, get the good board. I think we just third everything this board.
Flop hasn't come up, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, sets up jam turn pretty neatly.
Yeah.
Pretty happy
Yeah,
with that.
stack size works perfectly.